around 2 months since I've actually uploaded a video, and that's the longest break I've taken from creating videos for YouTube. I just felt like I needed a little bit of a break. I felt like I just was kind of creating the same videos, not necessarily running out of ideas, but I just wasn't that inspired for YouTube, and I was focusing a little bit more on Instagram. The other reason was, as you can tell, my setup is a little bit different. Prior, I was filming in my bedroom, so I was using all natural light, and that was great, but it just got a little bit more limiting when it came to using natural lighting. So long story short is I'm happy to be back with a new setup so I can create more looks. So for today's video, I am going to create this look. I decided to do a holiday inspired look, but more of like a winter holiday inspired look. So it's not necessarily super holiday glam, like something with a lot of glitter. I just think it's a little too early for that. So before I get into the tutorial, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Alexi Artistry. And if you are interested in seeing how to create this winter holiday vampy look, then just continue on watching. For today's eye look, I was thinking of doing a more wintry vampy eye, something that is still holiday but just not too holiday yet. Like, there won't be any glitter, it will be a matte eye. And I was thinking of combining a cut crease and a halo eye together. We'll kind of see how that works out and see if I can do it, but that's the look I have in mind. To create the eye look, I'm going to be using the Morphe 25B palette. I recently just received this palette and I've only used it once. If you do follow me on Instagram, which is Alexi Artistry, then you might have seen my post about Morphe sending me a extremely generous package. They sent me both of these eyeshadow palettes in addition to, I believe, 6 other of their 35 pan palettes, and this huge, like I'm talking about huge bag of brushes. I'm pretty sure I counted 40 or more brushes in here, which is just absolutely crazy. I absolutely love Morphe brushes. Almost all of my brushes in my collection are Morphe, and all of my eye brushes, 100% are all Morphe. I think they work the best. They are affordable, but they are really good quality, and they have so many different styles that it doesn't matter what your eye shape is, how difficult your eye shape can be to work with, there is a brush that will work for you. They also sent me about 12 pairs of eyelashes. They sent me their originals, and then they have their premium lashes, which I'm pretty sure are relatively new. And they look really pretty, so I'm definitely going to try out a pair in today's video. If you are interested in seeing everything that they did send me, then just go check out my Instagram page because I posted a picture with every item that they sent me. To actually be sent products from a brand like Morphe is honestly just mind-blowing to me. Morphe is one of the first brands that I ever purchased an eye palette from. And ever since purchasing the 35O palette, honestly, my artistry has changed. Like, I just went from like applying average or below average eyeshadow to something that I'm really proud of. So like I said, to be sent product and to be even noticed by a brand that is so large and just has so many other people that they could send product to is just amazing. And yeah, I'm speechless. So I'm sure Morphe's not watching this, but if you are, thank you so much for the extremely generous package. Starting with my transition shade, I'm going with my Morphe M441 blending brush and going into the third shade on the top row. With the same brush, I'm just going into the shade 1 over from the shade we just went into. So I'm now going to switch over to my Morphe E22 brush. This is one of the brand new brushes that I received from Morphe, and it is perfect for someone who has slightly hooded lids like I do. I don't have a lot of eye space. Like, when I look straight forward, I just kind of lose that eye space, but this gets right in the socket and kind of creates the illusion that you have bigger eyes than you really do. So I would really recommend this. All of the brushes all the brushes I'm using today are pretty detailed brushes. While this one might be a little bit more fluffier than the rest, they are really detailed, which means that it's easier for eyes that are slightly hooded, are actually hooded, or just have a smaller eye space. Now I'm going to go down one row into the lighter brown shade on the end. And then this is going to go a little bit lower down. Like any eye look where you're trying to create some definition, each darker color goes lower and lower. With the same brush, I'm now going down to the second last row. And to the second last shade, which is beside the shimmery purple, it is a brown with a bit of a red undertone. So now I'm switching brushes to the Morphe E17 brush. And this brush is very similar to the E22, but it is basically just a smaller version and it isn't as tapered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into that same deep brown red shade, but with this brush I'm going to apply it in the inner corners because I'm trying to create a halo effect. So I'm just going to pat the color in the inner corner and then connect it to the crease because I have some depth going on. And I brought that color farther into my crease in the inner corner because I do have to connect it to this little area right here. So I'm switching brushes once again to the Morphe M514 brush. Now I'm going to go down to the last row in the palette and go to the purple, which is the second last shade. I'm going to apply this very low down in my crease. The last brush I'm going into is the M507. And this is the smallest compared to all the other brushes we've used. So right beside the purple shade on the last row is a really deep, rich brown. And I'm going to go into that to add some more definition. The next step is to cut the crease. And I'm going to do that with my Morphe M508 brush and my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. So the last step of the look is to just blend the outer and inner corner and really create that halo effect. So I'm going to go in with the M519 brush. This brush is pretty stocky, so I can really pack the color down but also blend it in. So I'm going to go in with the purple shade. I'm going to move on to my base makeup. To prime my face, I'm going in with the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. For foundation, I'm going in with the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Stick Foundation. To conceal, I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape. So I thought I was filming when I set my face with powder, but apparently I wasn't. So I went in with my RCMA No Color Powder. So I like to go in with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Powder Foundation to wipe away the baking under my eyes and then set the outer perimeters of my face. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm taking the RO brush, which is a really big powder brush, and it's super soft. I like it a lot. And then, I don't take a lot, but I just want to make sure that because I used a Creme product, it's not tacky for any bronzer, blush, and highlight that I'm going into, because otherwise it will pick up the product. To bronze, I'm going with my Tarte Park Avenue Princess Bronzer. I'm going to go back in with my RCMA No Color Powder to just clean up the bronzer and bake. For blush, I'm going in with the I Know It's Discontinued Shade and Light Blush from Kat Von D. So I'm going to go off camera quickly and apply lashes. I'm going in with the Styled Chummy from Morphe. And I'm just going to let this bake and then I'll be right back. I'm just going to set and spray my face with the Morphe Continuous Setting Spray. Then I'm going to highlight with the ABH Aurora Glow Kit with my Morphe M509 brush. My camera's dying, so I'm just going to hop off camera and just do the bottom lash line. I'm only going to go in with 2 shades. I'm going to go in with the red brown shade and then the purple shade. The last step is lips, and I'm going to first go in with my Essence lip liner. It is in the shade Soft Berry. And then for lipstick, I'm going in with a BH liquid lipstick in Allison. And this is the final look. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is inspired by 2 makeup trends I've been seeing on Instagram a lot lately. The first is the Rhinestone Brow, and then the second is the Gucci snake that people are drawing either on their wing liner or across their brow. So I was really into the Rhinestone Brow look. So I thought I would take the colors of the Gucci snake, which are black, white, and red, and create that in an eye look, and then just do the snake look with the rhinestones.